to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a real quick walkthrough. It doesn't actually take very long, so I'm not going to suck up a whole hour of your time. This should only take about a half an hour. I'll run through 3 different transactional types. I'll teach you how to share units. I'll teach you how to add deductions and bonuses, and we'll do a outside referral. So that said, allow me to share my screen. Now, I think that you will find that this is actually going to be a great deal easier. Commissions, you're in your opportunity, you have an accepted offer, you have to pop out and go over to My KW and fill out the green sheet, and it's tab, 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 0, 0, tab, tab, tab. It's very, it's very old school. This is gonna keep the same cadence of doing things and keep you in one application from end to end, from the beginning, or at least for compliance, from the start to finish of your transaction. So let us get started with a listing. Now, some of you may have noticed, this is just a basic listing. We'll imagine that we've uploaded all of our documents and have submitted them for approval by compliance. And you may have noticed this commissions tab is grayed out. So if we hover over it, it will tell you, you will be able to view your commissions when you have an accepted offer. So I'm going to pop over to offers, and Lindsay Bronack does a really great training on how to make this feature really work for you. It's very robust and can be used with your clients. I have a basic one here, and I am just going to accept it. Now you see that commissions tab pops up and you're able to use it. So I'll pop over here. So this looks like most of the rest of command. One thing to note, the contract date, even though you fill it out in details and in the offer, this doesn't ship over. So right away, we're going to go over to general information. We're going to add our contract date. I forget what day of the week it is, but it's all right. We're going to keep rolling. So another thing to notice is if you've ever filled out a green sheet, you know that in order to find out if you've done anything wrong, you have to click submit. And it gives you the big red, you have done things wrong and you need to fix them flag of doom. This that tells you ahead of time what you need to do in order to click submit. So let's say we want to add a bonus that we're getting from our seller, and we want to add the BAC fee, which is the broker admin charge, which is the charge that we charge you for Kimmy Herbert or Steph Connard to review all of the many documents that fly through these 2 offices. So here we've clicked edit agent payment, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom to extra payment options, and we're going to click add item. From here, we're going to choose bonus. We're going to go $4.95. We're going to click split with market center because it's gross commission and your cap does apply. So we're going to click add. And now up here, we have our bonus. If we need to edit that bonus and say we are going to adjust that up or down, we'll just click the little pen and adjust it from there. So now we want to add the broker admin charge, which is the charge we charge you, not the charge you charge your seller. So we're going to go deduction. We're going to add $2.95 for the BAC fee. Pay to KW, anything with a star here, we're going to have to fill out. And I promise I know where the money is going. So it's just something that they make you do. So we're going to click add. So now we have our $2.95 BAC fee added here. Now we're going to click Save Changes. So let's say we don't have any other changes. We can see our bonus. We can see our BAC $2.95 deduction. And this is going to be live cap tracking. So you won't have to ask me anymore where you are on your cap. That's going to pull that data in. And you'll be able to, as you add commissions and your deals close, that'll be adjusted automatically. So now it tells me I need to add listing information. So now I have to go to select from listings, and this is the KWLS like we did in green sheets. And we're just going to select this guy. And now one thing to note that is different about commissions versus green sheets is that whereas with green sheets, you could edit your green sheet if you had a minor change until such time as we had accepted it and shipped it over to our commission processing program. That's no longer the case. So once you click submit, you're no longer able to make changes. I can release it and allow you to edit as long as we haven't approved it. But once we've approved it, you can never make changes to a commission. And if as a backup, we'll still be using green sheets. And green sheets, they aren't going away. You can always use them in a pinch. If it's 11 o'clock at night and you absolutely have to get this, done so that you can get your commission approved, you can always use green sheets as a backup.
Why would you use your green sheet as a, like what you just said, instead of just going into command?
Well, like I said, if let's say I clicked submit and we approved and we shipped it over to the commission processing program, you can never edit that ever again. And so what we'll do, if let's say you've forgotten that you had a referral on that transaction, or there's another agent internally that you need to pay, what we'll have to do is do a green sheet at that point. Okay,
got it. And yeah, so that was going to be my question, because you get an accepted offer, but 30 days a lot can happen. The price can change on the property based on inspection, etc.
So we don't worry about those changes. Here's the thing. Commissions is exclusively for us to know who is getting paid on the transaction and what percentage. And so we expect from the time that there's an expected offer until the time that it closes, that there's a possibility that the price of the house can change, that your commission percentage can change, that you'll get rid of the $295 buyer agency or seller charge. And we look at the closing documents to guide those pieces of information. As long as the people who are getting paid and the percentages that they're getting paid is correct, it's good.
Okay, very
Jen,
good.
did you talk about those two circles, the capping circles? I noticed there were two of them.
Yes, so there are two caps. You have a $27,000 cap, which would have been talked about when you onboarded. So one is a $24,000 cap that you pay to the market center, which is a 70-30 split. And the other is a $3,000 cap called royalty that you pay to Keller Williams International at a rate of 6% of the gross.
Okay, so you theoretically you can cap out of both if you fulfill the 27,000 total.
Not theoretically, absolutely. In fact, yes, you absolutely can, and people do on the regular, and we celebrate them every month at team meeting. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah. And so this is just, it'll tell you your balances, like where you're at. So you know, goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click submit. You may have noticed on the green sheets, it had that $10 charge. Now you get to decide, yes, I'd like to donate, or no, not at this time. And then we'll click apply. Now, let's walk through a buyer's sale real quick. So the things that are different about a buyer is you will select the listing when you're creating the offer. So I just have a real basic one, and I'll show you super fast in the next iteration, but we'll go ahead and we'll click accept. Now our commissions tab opens up. We still have to fill in that contract date. Oh, no, it's the contract date. All right. So now This could totally be complete unless you have another agent that you're paying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an outside referral. So I'm going to edit agent payment. I'm going to go down to extra payment options. I'm going to scroll down to outside referral. And I'm going to add 25%. This looks just like the box that popped up on the bottom of the agent detail on green sheet. So it's not unfamiliar territory by any means.
So this would be any referral outside, or if like.
No, it would not. If it's an internal referral, let's say, I'll do that in just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'll do an internal referral. So I'm going to click Save Changes. So now here is that outside referral because I'm an agent with North Shore and I'm paying Connie Cummings. Now it would be different, Robin, if Connie Cummings gave you a referral, and I'll walk through that in just a moment. So here we are. This is all ready to go because it's a buyer sale. It's a little bit simpler. You don't have to, you attach the listing and offers, and I'll walk through that in just a minute. And then we're going to click submit.
What if, okay, so you said if I was giving someone else a referral, but along this line, what if I'm doing, what if I'm paying a referral to someone else in the Keller Williams, but not my office, it's Keller Williams Germantown?
Then it's absolutely an outside referral because they're a separate business entity. That's why it's an outside referral. If I were an agent instead of the MCA with the North Shore office and I were paying Connie Cummings on a transaction, it's still an outside referral. Southwest, North Shore, Germantown, they're all individual business entities. And when we pay referrals to each other, they're external. But I'll show you how to do an internal referral now. So this is set up as a listing. So let me real quick, I'll show you on the buyer sale, on a buyer sale, how to do an offer. So I'm just going to make a little dummy contact. And then all right. Sorry, guys, it's being a little slow. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create an opportunity for Mr. Guy when the pipeline resolves. I'm going to make it a buyer sale. And let's say for the sake of argument on this transaction, I'm also doing a flat commission rate. So my budget is 400,000, but my commission rate then in that case is 0. So I'm going to create, I'm going to go over to offers. I'm going to add a new offer. Now here it's going to make me select from KWLS in the offers tab. So I've selected my listing. It'll automatically add the agent that is representing the seller. We'll go to terms. Let's say they have 10,000 in cash and 339. We don't use option fee. Earnest percentage is 2. We're going to go over to agent analysis. You can blow this out and send it over to your client, but I'm just going to click save. And then I'm going to accept so we can get over to the commissions. So now here on this flat rate, the commission rate is 0. I'm going to add 8,000 flat. I'm going to add my contract date, and now I have an internal referral. I am going to edit agent payment. I'm going to calculate my commission, then I'm going to save changes. And I'm going to, wait, hold on. So let's say I have an internal referral. I am going to pay Laura Brewster out of my office, a referral. If I need to adjust the units, the agent gross commission does not automatically readjust. You need to click calculate commission.
How do you get those? What are agent units?
Agent unit, so each transaction represents one unit. If you have a
Right.
listing and sale, then you have one list and one buy. So if you have an internal referral, the way that you pay the referral is you get 0.75 of the unit, and another agent, you would add another agent, Laura Brewster, and see it's automatically figured that out.
Okay, but there might be a situation where it's not 25%, maybe it's only 20.
Sure. And then you would, and that would be your, that will be guided by the referral agreement.
Right. Okay.
But most, by and large, most referral agreements are 25%. So that's it. That is commissions in a nutshell.
Thank you. Jen, one quick question. KWLS, I've never asked this. What does that stand for? Keller Williams?
Listing service.
So if I'm selling a listing that's, not a Keller Williams listing, but if I'm the buyer's side and I'm selling, Joe Schmo Realty, would it be in the KWLS?
Yes, everything that's in MLS is in the KWLS.
Thank you. Okay. Then
like when you saw me to go through the offer, I had to select it.
Right.
I selected a different, let's go change response. Yes. So let's go back to offers. I'm going to edit offer. See, select from KWLS. When I was creating the offer, I had to select it.
Right. Okay. So all MLS shows up in there.
Should. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
And if you have a case where you have, like a single party, then you would go into the KWLS through your My KW and you would add it manually. And I can walk you through how to do that should the need ever arise.
Okay.
So feel free to play with this. I'll come to you with your questions. I'm happy to walk you through any other weird things that come up as you're playing with it. But generally, by and large, I think you're going to find that it's really easy to use. The commissions is really, this little summary is nice. It really lays it out easily, and it's really easy to figure out even on your own. But if, again, the MCA's office is available to you, Emily Vanden Bogard and myself are always available.
Okay, thank you. And Jesse, not to monopolize, so jump in with any questions. This is just a side question. When we're in opportunities, Jen, and we're doing all of our paperwork, and let's say we have 3/4 of the paperwork in, not all of it, should we still be submitting even though not everything is in yet? Let's say we're waiting on a home and,
you can send a
whatever.
little note there that you can send a little note in the, so you can add a comment.
Oh, okay.
And send a message to Steph.
Okay.
Let her know you're waiting on stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But as a rule of thumb, you guys want this stuff in as soon as possible.
Within 7 days of the accepted offer is commissions, and the compliance keeps their own timelines.
Okay. Because obviously within 7 days, you're not gonna have inspection report or amendments and all that stuff.
Right, you'll still be adding that stuff as you go.
Okay. All right,
She'll review based on your closing date.
okay, but we should
Put new
still,
details.
we should still submit whatever we have.
Yeah, you can do that. Mhm.
Okay.
All right, guys. Jesse, do you have any questions?
Yeah, real quick. So we have to kind of like print out the green sheet and then attach it to the opportunity. So like with this system, does it just kind of like do that for you, or how does
You
that?
don't have to do that. It's just here and I review it from here.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So no more print to PDF, no more putting anything in a placeholder. It's just here.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Any more questions?
Thank you, Jen. Nice to meet
All
you,
right.
Jesse.
Absolutely. I'm very happy to help as always.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
I will
Both of you.
too. You enjoy the gift of time. Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.